So I wanted to remember this and share with anyone who's interested a way of an interesting meditation, and that's to go deep enough within yourself and to the point where the words, the intellectual, the cortex part of the brain here, the cerebral cortex, comes into play. That point where the neurons are actually manifesting, that it has to be pre-speech, right? His speech has to originate from this whole system that's set up. And what's really cool about yoga and about meditation in general is you can set yourself far enough back to observe that point where the speech itself starts coming out and you're just watching it come out. And if that point, is accurate as that can be, and then I try to understand that with more speech, of course. It's like, let's just add some more words here to this, to really confuse things. But keep in mind that it's an interesting meditation if you're going to describe, and I don't know how else to talk to myself except using these coding sequence called words, right? I mean, that's all I can do with this. And it's so sociologically, culturally, neurologically, it's complex at best, I mean, beyond complex. Is there free will? Or are we just culturally programmed, neurologically evolved beings to this point? And our free will is exactly our conditioning. Conditioned mind space. Well, what conditions the mind space? The environment you put yourself in is a prime conditioning of the mind space. It's, in a sense, a reflection of your mind space, or which you have accepted the possibilities of your mind space to materialize for you. So, I mean, that's a way of looking at it. It's a way of perceptualizing, perhaps, and conceptualizing this. And then I always, as I'm doing now, recentering myself in this Kundalini Mahashakti, central channel, open, crown center, base, checking all the different neurological connections to my organs, reestablishing the basic human form here. And then here I am back again talking to you and saying, well, that's kind of the only way I can approach this. So the recentering of consciousness, having that discipline put into your life is really, I mean, I cannot imagine if I hadn't taken the time when I was younger to establish this form. It'd be impossible to structurally get into these meditative, psychological, self-examining patterns without losing yourself totally. There's no way to navigate this infinite regions of consciousness. All right. Hopefully I'm preaching to the choir here.